Together, everyone achieves more.
To black pounds.
Bro, he's right.
Black pounds.
Bro, there's sometimes I look at this Chelsea R&B today. That's it's true. You gotta get gassed. It's true. I want to hear heady one.
Who's got the Hawks?
Big dramas.
Big trip with the
Big dramas, man.
No, like for example, like Bruno as black players that's played. I was like the only black one in my team.
They love
yeah,
it.
it makes sense.
Lovely
A
team.
lovely team.
Lovely team.
Like, you know,
Lovely team.
Yeah, that's,
Was you on the wing, yeah?
No,
CDM.
CDM, yeah. But you know, like,
Lovely team.
yeah,
Engine.
it's a good team, and also it's easy to identify who's what. Whereas if I'm looking at a team and it's 11 white guys, I'm like, I listen. We're gonna have to work hard.
Work hard.
Yeah, we're gonna have to work hard. But if I see 4 black players, depending on where they're playing, I'll be like,
They're playing 8 strikers. They're playing 8 strikers.
we'll run them off the park here.
Can I ask you a question then? Does that mean if you have loads of different managers, it doesn't really matter? You might get similar results on the field?
Yeah.
So Chelsea were like that for years. Under Todd Boehly now, it looks like they may continue that same way of running the club. But do you believe you'll be just as successful knowing that you've got a chairman who signs players based upon what another team's going for?
You know what? I think it's even deeper than that. I don't know what's going on. Like, as I said, there's red pill stuff in it. But it's like, I can't tell if we're trying to just be a business and not necessarily a football team. But if you're a football team, just put 3 points on the board and all your problems will go away, usually. And you'll get the best players and you'll get more money and you get more investment and you get globally, you get bigger. Just win games and usually a lot of your problems are going to disappear.
Stop trying to make the money without winning the game.
Stop trying to buy that 19-year-old who hasn't played first team football yet and chancing it, thinking we can make 80 mil here if we get this right. Like,
don't you think that's not the problem? Because, like, for example, I saw Malang Sarr in the Team of the Year.
Yes.
For in the League 1. Yeah. And he was a player that came to Chelsea.
We didn't even play him.
He's gone to Lens, and I think within 2 seasons, he's Player of the Year. So you're not signing players that haven't got the ability. You're signing a profile of player that needs to have time to land. You're asking him to deliver now. I don't get that.
No, I don't even think we're trying to do that. We're not buying no players for now. We bought Malang Sarr. We left him at the club he was already at. And then we sent him on loan. We had to play 2 games here, and then we sold him. This is clearly
you don't forget about players, man.
This isn't about this. And Enzo come out and said it the other day. It seems like the club is against the team. It's 2 completely different
I know what you mean,
agendas.
because I see something. Every single Prem team has got a player that's played for Chelsea or Manchester City.
But we have so many players out on loan that you're not even aware of. But this is about the books.
The thing is, that's one thing Chelsea have always been about, though, even when Roma was there. When I used to play Football Manager or play FIFA, and I would pick Chelsea, because I had about 900 men on loan. I knew if I bring them back, I'm making bread.
When the season turns, you know how much time you're pressing loan?
Continue. And
This Eid al-Adha, I stay close to what matters with relatives, like sending a little something towards Ammi's famous biryani, where there's always room for seconds. Remitly, one easy app to send money home. Remitly UK Limited is authorized and regulated by the FCA.
And in FIFA, it's even worse, because it's like 1 minute I've got a squad, I'm like, yeah, cool, I can work with it. And then I go to reserves, and there's just a whole other 900 man there. I'm like, oh, this is all too long.
You think, oh, he's decent.
Let me try and play it. Chelsea have been like that. That's what we do. We try and chance it. It's a business. But like as the fans, you just want to win games. And sometimes you know who the best player is, but the best player to go and get might not fit their structure for this, or you might be out at FFP, and you know how we're the kings of like
finding a way,
cutting through a loop and then closing a loop. We want to do that, but then no one else is allowed to do it. Like, it's just, I don't know.
Kia Menace, talk to me then. This doesn't sound like a confident man when it comes to the FA Cup final. Also doesn't sound like a man that cares about the FA Cup final. I think Pep has to care about the FA Cup final. Sure. Let's just speak for the possibility of them not winning. City don't win. They lose on penalties to Chelsea.
And what does that mean for Pep?
What does that mean for Pep now? Does it mean, because there's been talks about from January, there's apparently a deal for him to go. And Maresca's been spoken about as a potential replacement for a little while. Does that seem like a strong possibility?
When I'm looking at Pep, I don't think he's leaving.
Okay.
Yeah.
He looks invested in it.
Yeah, I think he's invested in it now. You can kind of tell when a manager, especially someone like Pep, is about to move on to his next trend. I think he's staying at City at least another season. At least.
Bro, the way he was speaking to every Palace player after the game.
I disagree with that, you know? I disagree with that.
He's like, listen, you get close to this guy. He was basically did a coaching session after the game on how to stop Arsenal. He does that all the time. He does that.
Bro, he does that
time,
every
though.
He does that every game,
No,
bro.
no, this
He
one-
finds
no.
2-3 players, and it's
This
normally the best players on the opposite team.
Like 11 minutes. No, he does that. Like,
It's either I'm gonna sign you or I need you to do something for me.
Before I go on to player of the season nominees, you said that you don't agree with Kia. What was that about?
He's the last 2 interviews I've seen, he's asking Palace for a favour, he's asking West Ham for a favour. I've never known Pep to ask, and I heard him, subliminally he's asking other teams for favours who are not teams you should be asking for favours. Like, for me, the Everton thing has killed him. The Everton result has killed him. I've not not heard him ask for favours from these, not disrespecting the teams, but you normally are a man that stands on business, especially the end of the season. This is your time, this is your bag. You messed up. You messed up this time.
You don't think
And
that's
now,
mind games though as well? Like,
nah, I'm not. This ain't Pep for me, man.
But hold on, do you know what? Also, there was something I didn't quite like. But I remember when I was younger, I felt like the FA Cup final was the final domestic game of the year.
It was.
And I think you know what happens now. I think Wembley's booked up with the
Concerts.
with the
Conference and all that lot, innit?
and what's the championship playoff finals? When's
I
it?
think it's more to do with what you said. It's the World Cup, and it's the fact that English teams just want to do everything in Europe.
Only this year only.
It has happened before.
So World Cup years.
But
Okay,
it should be lost because what you do, you give people issues, added issues. Like Pep wants to win the FA Cup, of course he does.
But he has to rest.
But he has to also think about the end of that. That's a big game at the end of the season as well.
I like it as a cliffhanger as well. I like the fact that you could have think, I've had a terrible season, there's a chance to redeem it, and then you don't. It's even funnier. Or you do. Let's talk about players of the season. There's 8 nominees here. I'm going to go through each of them, and then I'll ask everyone around the table why they believe that person should win, and who and why they believe that person should win. So we have Manchester United's Bruno Fernandes, we have Gabriel, we have Morgan Gibbs-White, we have Erling Haaland, we have David Raya, Declan Rice and Pease, Anton Semenyo, and Igor Thiago. I will start off with our guest, obviously, Kia. Talk to me, my bro. Can you please name the person you believe should be player of the season and why he deserves the accolade?
I'll probably give it to Bruno.
Okay. Just to make sure, what team you support?
Newcastle.
Newcastle. Don't do that. Don't do that. No. I just want
No, just
and you found out.
off,
You found out.
off performances alone, like I'm taking titles, wins, everything out. I'm just giving performances alone. I think Bruno's been probably the best player in the league for me this season.
Sweet. Menace. We have one for Bruno. Who do we have for you?
Yeah, it's Bruno, man. It's Bruno. I don't even know why you asked me, but I think we're very much confused with this assist business that he's done. Open play, closed play, half play, whatever play. But when he was in the 2, he was playing well. Not Bruno well, but he was playing well. And obviously, Carrots come, pushed him up the pitch, and since then he's been the best player in the league, without a doubt. But consistently throughout the league, I think he's been good.
I'm going to go with Gabriel, just because I think the season starts in August. And from August up until now, he's been pretty flawless. In terms of a full season and still doing ridiculous blocks and everyone's acting like it's normal, for me, it's Gabriel. The block against the West Ham game is ridiculous. Like, and it's not just one. There's two. They're match-winning saves, bro. So I'm going with Gab.
So what? I hope you studied and you played my fake boyfriend to get Justin's attention.
Gabriel.
My brother Headbutt, by the way, should be not playing right now, but go on, have his done.
I'm going David Raya. I think he has been ridiculous, and the amount of actual points that he's contributed to, scary saves. Like, how has he done that? Like, I don't know how many points he's saved Arsenal from dropping.
Do you see what Castillo said about him? He said, did you see that? He's saying that Spain gaffer, he's declared he's a terrorist to football. How can you be putting Simon again? This guy's the best keeper in the world.
And he said they talk about it in Spain.
Yeah,
they say in Spain David Raya deserves to be number one.
He's top tier.
18 clean sheets. But the amount of... It's not just that. It's the thing... it's just always the fingertip save from
Where was
something
Bruno's
that was,
stats? You don't want to say nothing for Bruno.
You said them.
this year. For me, it's just always that you know, that last ditch fingertip save that stops Arsenal either losing a game or it helps them to draw. I don't know, man. That I don't know how many points he's been worth, but it's a lot.
Man like John Wicko.
I'm a striker, man. And for me, I think Thiago has been.
Do you know what? I'm with it.
I'm with it. I think he's been fucking fantastic, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're downplaying that he's at Brentford, bro. Like,
The Brentwood.
Brentwood. Sorry. To score that many goals as was this his first or second season?
Second.
I think that's
His first
outstanding.
season, he got injured, he was out for the whole thing. Then he came back to his second season.
Look at that.
I think he's done tremendously well. And then on top of that, to get into the Brazil team, I think he deserved it, man. I feel like we look at strikers and we think Haaland straight away because he bags 40 in a year or whatever. But to be at a team like Brentford and get 20 plus in the Premier League, I think that's outstanding, bro.
Chelsea.
For me, that's like bringing back in the days when like every team used to have that banger, that banger. You get
Striker,
Leeds,
yeah.
You have a gunman up top. You know what I'm saying? I think for me, he's bringing that back still. So
You know, I
yeah,
like about
I'm
him
glad
is-
to see him up there.
I like about him is that if he doesn't score, I'm telling you, he can still be man of the match. And
swear
he's not
down.
even one of those
swear
creative.
down.
He's just against Man United.
Problem.
How he didn't score, I don't know. But Man United could not deal with him. They could not deal with him.
Problem, bro. He's hold up player. Think about him. He's like the juggernaut from Marvel.
Did he score against Raya this season?
No, I don't. think
Luz, can you tell us your nomination for?
Nah, yeah, I'm done. I'm
Okay.
gonna stab it Raya for me. It's done. But out of those players there, the three I'd go is David Raya, Gabriel, and Bruno. Right, but why to give it to Gabriel? It's just those. Not to David Raya. It's just those. It's toes tight between them two. It's just those saves, man. It's
Ridiculous.
3 assists as well. He's top.
David Raya's got 3 assists.
3 assists as well.
He got no assist. He got no
Got
assist.
3 assists. 3 not from me.
3 assists. 3 assists is so stupid.
That's so free as
Before we go, as you can see, Bruno has 2, Raya has 2, Gabriel has 1, and obviously Thiago has 1. We need a certified We need a certified winner. What we're going to do is we're going to say here officially, because we are the leading authority when it comes to football within this country. We have the most authentic voice, and obviously we're the most important. We inspired you all. David Raya is officially now the player of the year. I expect the Premier League to follow suit. If they don't, it should be Bruno Fernandes. I'll have that as well. Another fantastic player. Menace.
No Declan Rice.
No.
No.
Good player. Really good.
Really good.
Great player.
Okay, no, because I saw Ballon d'Or contender and whatnot, so I'm just double checking.
That's a conversation, though.
These are all conversations.
It's a conversation, bro.
Because we're asking for the best player in the Premier League. Then there's Champions League and other stuff that, Bruno doesn't do. But I'll tell you what we do. This episode is sponsored by NickPouches.com. That's Nick, N-I-C. Today's episode is brought to you in partnership with Toshi, supporting our Last Man Standing series throughout the World Cup. Remember these things, people. 18 plus only. Yes, my younger cousins can't get involved. Don't text me. I'll ignore you. And please gamble responsibly. Responsibly. Now, obviously, crowd, the second most important individuals to contribute to football are you lot. We're the first. I would love to know who you believe should be player of the year. I know you love me a lot. You leave comments about me every single week. So remember to leave more comments. Like, share, subscribe, hype, do all that stuff. And we're gone.
Some stories are so great, they stay with you forever.
Have you got time for a few questions?
Scored some important goals. He's making late breaks into the box, if I can remember rightly. No, man, there was a stage when you lot were balling. When you watch the Arsenal game, you knew Arsenal was going to win. He played good. And many a game like that.
Flippy, you've been going to Emirates for a little while.
No further questions,
You haven't
thank
got a
you.
season ticket, but you might as well have, because you can get there whenever you need to. And when you've gone there, you've seen other players in the past in that particular role. Last season, number 5 himself, Thomas Partey, played in that role. Do you believe he played it a little bit better than Zubimendi, despite the fact that we're doing better this season?
Not last season. That 22-23, definitely, I think. Partey was probably one of the best sixes in the world that year. But I think with Zubi, to what the crowd are trying to say, I don't necessarily think it's true. I think can't say that after 3 games And I think what they are saying is based on the fact that, remember I said that I didn't think Arsenal would do that well this year. I don't think we have like some of the profiles that's needed to go a 38 game season and win it in our midfield. Like we don't necessarily have like a proper ball winner as a 6. Like our ball winner's Declan Rice is in like this hybrid 8, weird like half space position. Zubi has to be like our deep line playmaker, but then you've got Odegaard who's like an 8/10 who kind of has to get near him for his game to be all right. So I think people not being that happy with Zubi this season, I don't think it's necessarily his fault. I think it's a tactical issue. And I think that we've got to the point of the season where Mikel's thought, you know what, I'm just going to take you out and put a stronger, more direct passer there in Miles Lewis-Skelly. But I still wouldn't say Miles is a better 6 than Zubi. Like, I think what makes him a bit better than Partey last season is he does things quicker. He does things a bit quicker. He's a bit sharper. He's a lot more physical than I thought he was. Like you said, he kind of pop up with goals and everything. I think he's having a decent, good season, man. First season, sorry. Yeah, so I don't think we necessarily play better without him. I think that's a bit harsh.
Fair enough. Let's ask Menace. Menace, you, Man United fan, you've changed also. Former Arsenal fan. You've changed your centre midfield in the middle of the park, and you've seen a difference. That difference has definitely contributed to you not being third in the Premier League higher than this band to my right. I hear it. I want to know, do you believe that the changes that Arsenal have made recently are probably something that they're going to implement long term just because of the way that they move forward? They're still keeping clean sheets as well, but the way they're moving forward is looking more effective. Just using your own experience as a Man United fan this season, can you say you're seeing something similar with Arsenal?
It's weird because I think Arteta for me he's more of a defensive coach in my opinion. He's definitely got the best defensive team in the league. Going forward has been my sort of about Arsenal, and I think MLS has changed my thought in that because of how he plays. And I wouldn't say it's similar to Kobe Mainu, but there's a similarity of thought process of going forward, which I don't think we had as much, especially with Amorim anyways. But I'm a fan of MLS. I said it early doors. I said it in terms of him playing in the middle for you lot. And I wanted to link back to the obviously overall question. I think Zubimendi obviously he's been better. He's been more consistent. But us to talk about 3 games MLS, I don't think it's been whoa, we need MLS here. But I think it's difficult for me. First and foremost, I wouldn't say I watch Arsenal like that. So I'm not going to say and act like I watch every single game. But I am impressed with how MLS has carried himself in the middle of the park for Arsenal. Going forward, especially anyway. Arsenal's quality of football moving forward has always been questioned this season. Zubimendi in the past 2-3 months has definitely been questioned this season. Then Miles Lewis-Skelly comes in, and all of a sudden, Bokromez looks like a better player. All of a sudden, Arsenal are moving forward a bit more fluidly. Even players in the back line, I was concerned with us, not so much defensively, because I know we can deal with it, but even moving forward, I was like, Declan and Ben White's not looking the same. But in that step that I saw in the past 2 games, I think attacking-wise, I had nothing to say bad. Is that because of the absence of Zubimendi? Am I being too harsh?
I think it's definitely, there's a bit of truth to it. I just think the way we're doing this whole double pivot thing, because remember, we've had Eze playing where Odegaard's meant to be.
Yeah.
And when Odegaard's usually there, it's like he's not properly a 10, he's like kind of like a half 8, half 10 kind of player. When it's Eze, he's just left in the 10 to do his thing. So Declan and Miles Lewis-Skelly is like a double pivot. And I think as Miles operating in the spaces that he's operated with us, in left back, this inverted left back position, that little half space on the left there, he's in that little double pivot, it's almost perfect. You understand? He's very used to having the ball there, and all he wants to do is play forward. You can see as soon as he gets the ball, he turns. There's been a couple times where if you asked me this question after the first game, I would have told you straight up, no, they want to see Miles there again, unless it's against Fulham. Every time he got it, he was trying to turn. And I know people don't love the fact that our midfielders don't always play forward, but I encourage Declan playing the way he faces. I want Odegaard to do it more sometimes. I think sometimes the turning around in circles, Beyblade thing, it slows up our progression, you understand? But Miles, I have to say a bit of a my bad to it, because I thought him coming into the midfield would have been more of an 8 situation. I think that's what was keeping him up. I thought it was his ball carrying. And everybody told me about the belly, press resistance, he's strong. And I saw it, but I thought it was a bit of a lazy comparison, but it's kind of true, man.
He's got that step across.
Yeah, he's strong, man.
Yeah,
He's really strong. And like I said, I've never seen him. Even Timber though, Timber, he is, because Timber's a bit small, yeah. Miles can just stand there, let the get the contact, and then they back off him and then he goes. Whereas with Timber now, he kind of has to be a bit of a pest. You understand?
Instead of it being down to quality of player between MLS and Zubimendi, let's take a look at the styles. Like you said, one's a deep line playmaker. He's probably going to try and create a lot in his own half, you know, or in the opposition, like passing it long and seeing the play early. I reckon he probably benefits from no matter where KM Martinelli plays. Instead of us having to get the ball progressively move forward dribbling, he can see it early, play it early. Whilst Martin Skelly, he might get the ball, see it early, dribble out, turn on his man, shield people off. He's got a completely different style, I think, to Zubimendi. What style do you lot see and say is better suited for Arsenal?
I'm gonna say obviously the Zubimendi style is more traditional, isn't it? That the pivot, innit? You bounce off him and you can receive it back and give it back. You know, full retention, but Miles off you might not like. But what Graham got at Liverpool last season, just that turn. You give it, he's under pressure, you give it, he turns, breaks that first line of press, and his next pass is usually a more creative man. And sometimes you don't need that instead of going to the fullback or coming back. You know what I'm saying? Isn't it? So in terms of like for the Champions League timing, remember it's a one game. Every pass want it to be a progressive pass so you can score because it's a one game and you have to go. You know what I'm saying? Innit?
I didn't watch Zubi much at Sociedad, but obviously I know Miles, all the football I've seen him play is left back, you understand? So when he's the 6 or 8 or whatever it is, and there's Calafiori there, that West Ham match, first half, Calafiori is our most attacking player. You understand? And that's because when he went walkies, Miles knew exactly where to go. Zubi now, like I said, I don't know if Sociedad play inverted fullbacks, but the fact he has to drop into some kind of wide half space when he's not on the ball is a bit weird to him. So at first, he just couldn't do it. You notice it was Declan that had to go after it. That just left our whole midfield just disjointed. You understand? Zubimendi is a traditional 6. He wants to get the ball from the keeper at the goal kick. You understand? He wants to get it from him, pass it back to him, play with the centre back, full back, slow builder. Miles is a modern day hybrid full-back, inverted full-back, centre midfielder. You understand? So his whole thing is, I just want the ball. I just want it, ready for the contact. I'll move it on. He's patient as well. Zubi is, you can see, he's from Spanish academies. Yeah, he doesn't want to have it for longer than 3 seconds. You understand? Scan. I'll see you over there. Whether you want it or not, I'm trying at you. Miles will just stand there and wait till you can see a direct pass through lines. You understand? So, right now, to answer your question, I think with what's required, 2 league games to go and a final, you want Miles. But like Loon said, I don't think that would have got us here. Over 36 games, 50-something games that we played. Maybe not, because you saw Miles in the beginning of the season. His form made journalists make up that you lot are going to buy him. Like that's how weird he's been playing this year. Yeah. You have to be honest. But he's coming to that midfield. And maybe it's a thing where he's done with the inverted fullback thing. He wants to play he wants to be what he is. He's a midfield player. And he looks good there, man. Going forward now, because again, we win these last 2 games, we go out and win the Champions League with him in the 6. I don't even know who Gilberto Silva is no more. So when it comes to Zubi, I don't know.
Now, Lippy, that was my next question.
Yeah.
Champions League final. You say we beat Burnley on Monday. We, dispose of Crystal Palace. We've won the Premier League with MLS playing.
Too good.
The U-time strapped with big goals to achieve. Personal Wonderwatch speed theme non-bio means you'll post even in 15 minutes, which is perfect for someone like me who has endless piles of washing and constantly working towards their goals. Perso allows me to save time on laundry and instead do the things that I love. Shop Perso Wonderwatch speed theme non-bio now.
With MLS playing that position in the last 4 games, a lot of people are going to speak to that change and how it definitely impacted the side and how it's helped us towards the back end of the season. So I'll ask you this right now. Champions League final, forget about the rest of the side. There's one starting spot. Zubimendi or MLS? MLS. It's got to be MLS.
You know what it is with Miles, yeah? He's not afraid, bro. Like, you have to admit, Zubi came on London Stadium, and I was happy.
You almost got that
I thought
upstairs.
positive change. Bro, you see when I see him try and make the pass to Noni, and he was just mad, I just had to look to the sky and chat to God for a little bit. You understand? And I just think initially, you know what it is? I don't know, man. Because that little box midfield PSG got, we need a level head, bro. We need a guy. Because the thing about Zubi, yeah, Zubi can watch things go past him, and it's fine. He'll steady himself. He'll still, when he gets the ball, he'll do what he does. We have not seen Miles play in the Arsenal midfield while we've been losing. We slightly saw it a little bit against Atletico, and the way the game was going, there wasn't much for him to do. But again, we've seen it at West Ham now. Mikel's response, maybe not so much because of him, because things changed around. But this is what it is, with Miles being in that 6th position, I think what's around matters a lot. So I think if Calafiori is the left back, if Trossard is the left winger, yeah, if you've got Declan doing the legs thing properly, he'll play well. We haven't seen it in another situation. We haven't. He might go Martinelli starting, Hincapié, who's like an overlapper. And I don't know what will happen. I don't know. But as it stands today, whatever it is of May 10th or whatever, I want Miles to start, man.
Luke, I didn't hear you speak, man.
I would say Miles starts in terms of the surprise, innit? The surprise option, like Luis Enrique, the Yao Neves, and Coutinho. They don't know much about Miles in there. You know what I'm saying, innit? Like, where, if you remember, there's loads of tape of him. So, in terms of the surprise option, Skelly is a great option because you don't know what he can offer. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to press him and don't know, innit? But in terms of experience, you've seen Zubimendi cuts up Euro final, play dope. You get what I'm saying? So it's a difficult one. Me, I'd go with the experience. If it's not working, change it. You get what I'm saying? I like that.
Because they still don't know about him anyway.
Because, and why I'd say that is because if it goes wrong for Skelly, it could affect him. It could affect his kind of career.
Don't you think he's fearless, though?
I know, but the fearlessness, he can create fear because he bops these guys.
100%. I just think it's a final, man. We got to send out our fighters. It's as simple as that. We are not the need it. It's the storyline. You understand? Miles, 3 midfielders, 2 black men, and the white man's called Rice. It's making sense. You understand?
So start Eze, you?
Oh, starting Eze.
Wow.
So Rice, MLS, and Eze in the front.
I'm starting that midfield, bro. That midfield is yo.
Eze, I'll be real. That midfield, I think that'll be trouble, you know. Because that three, bad. That'll be because defensive 3 is going to be important because PSG's midfield 3 ain't going to change. You know what you're playing against. You know exactly what you're playing against. The experience of Zubimendi, of course, you could use that. But my thing is with him, I don't know if he's all ready for them. I reckon MLS is more ready.
Miles is story. The way it's going right now, yo, the try lie and say he's going to them boy there. He said, what? Are you me?
Let me get a chance.
After all I've done. No. I'm Arsenal. Even with the whole, like, you sent out Ethan, we've kept him. Everyone's like, oh, why? Ethan's meant to be the golden bro. I just think Miles Lewis Skelly, is the
golden child.
Bro, he's the epitome of what's going on right now. Get me? Resilience. Bounce back from anything. He starts in that Champions League final, bro. I'm telling you, the rest of his career is going to go a certain way.
Questions,
I don't know. You know what it is? Even with Eze, yeah. Do you know I want Eze? Because again, I need fearlessness. I need off the cuff. I need someone that's just gonna go out there and do the thing. I've seen Odegaard. Odegaard. I've seen Odegaard against that midfield three, and they bypass him, man.
Yep.
Little
Thanks,
presser, Jack Russell thing. You don't need that.
But can I say this though? PSG with their man-to-man press. You've seen that picture of all of them when the goalie's about to pass it, and they're all like that, ready. See, like you say, MLS holds it sometimes away. That is the wrong thing against PSG.
Let's pause it here.
He's
because
way more press resistant than Zubi. That's my.
I don't want to give away too much information. Now I just might as well ask you the question. So we did ask at the start, do Arsenal play better football without Zubimendi? A lot of people online have been saying so. We're going to ask Menace, do you go with, let's just get it down to the final then. Go on, final, Zubimendi or Miles Skelly?
MLS.
Lippy?
MLS, man.
Lou?
Yo.
You know me, I've got to be different. Zubimendi.
I mean, I would have picked Norgard, but it doesn't matter what I think.
It's up the top corner.
Do Arsenal play better football without Zubimendi? I want to know directly from the people that watch football, it's just the crowd. What do you believe? Leave a comment and let us know. Feel free extra, like, share, and subscribe, and hype apparently.
Hype.
Oh shit.
That's a Northwestern.
Hey, sis. My God.
Ed, thank you so much for joining me today. I wanted to start by showing you a little clip I found from the archive of QPR. Now, I thought this was pretty cool, to be honest with you. Watch it.
You have a favourite Premier League team? Why?
That's true.
I just support them from where they play. Favorite club when I was younger. So my favorite.
Who will win the Premier League this season?
Arsenal.
Yeah?
I believe.
I believe somehow. But we're now, I think that was 2018. We're 8 years on, and you're on the precipice of greatness. What was teenage saying about this right now?
That's a crazy look. I don't know, man. Because he's very happy to think that he achieved what he's doing for Arsenal. And that, of course, we have to achieve winning the Premier League with you.
How are you feeling about it? Behind the scenes, how do you deal with this sort of stuff?
Yeah, good. It's fun. As I said before, it's like a beautiful opportunity to be where we are, to have the chance to be playing for something. So, yeah, it's great to go that I've been on this journey and been able to get to this point, and to make that happen would be everything.
I know a lot of people say like the family is actually people that are a little bit more nervous than they are. Because you've been out there. How are your family coping with it?
Yeah, they're a lot of the time. But of course, the ones that involves a bit easier because you have a bit more control of what's going on. But yeah, it's fun, man. Just seeing everything that's going on around it is exciting.
Talking of nerves, when that West Ham goal went in to start with, and you're on the bench, when you were left here,
Yeah.
shaky.
Wait, when the West Ham goal?
When it first went in,
Okay, yeah, that was a bit nerve-wracking. But yeah, I've heard that it was a foul fight, and yeah, it was fairly kind of hoping that the decision would be made, but yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was speaking to some of my Crystal Palace friends that season holders, and they were talking about March to May, Enrique Eze, being the guy. What is it about this portion of the season that you're so good at?
I don't know, to be honest. I'm always trying to say my best football throughout the year. I don't know what I'm doing throughout the season. But yeah, in these months, I don't know what happens. I think as the season goes on, it's got a lot more at stake and it's a bit more clear what's happening. Games become a bit more important and I love the case, so yeah, that should be part of it. Yeah, I guess so. I enjoy big games, big moments. Go for hand, try to put me part of, so that's enjoy them.
I also like being part of this squad at the moment. Is it really fun? Is it pressurised? Is it nervous? What's it like behind the scenes?
Yeah, it's very fun. Very fun. It's cool team to be a part of.
Yeah.
The group are very good. So pretty much joy in the to see how it sounds.
Play on the first one is hungry. May 2026. Alright, Frank. See you going down with the ship. You anywhere? You bought this ship. We made it. Stop living in the past of ego. Living there now.
Hi, welcome to Small Piece Edition. I'm Shane. And today's theme is confession. And I'm joined by two friends who are in confession with me. What are your sins, Ian and Amanda?
I haven't touched my wife since we married, and it's been 10 years. And I like that.
Okay.
And I like that. Yes,
Okay.
you like
Okay.
that.
All right.
Don't know why.
My confession is that I just have way too much food.
I don't like wherever that's going. And that's my confession is I'm back with Ian on this podcast. And Father, you spit.
Okay.
Can I be honest though? The confessional as someone raised Catholic is very spooky.
I never did that. What was the craziest thing that you confessed to?
Oh, like I ate meat during Lent. They're always like, what are you going to give up?
Just punching his arm through the thing, chokes you out.
Well, whenever they go give up stuff for Lent, you go, okay, vegetables. And they're like, no.
Why
Anyway,
not?
yeah, pretty cool. All right.
Ian has told me, I feel like it's going to be a really good episode.
What?
I feel like, I love when I have an episode that's like, guys, this story's really great.
I feel very grateful because I feel like I'm in a lot of those episodes. And I feel very happy.
It's an insane episode.
Yeah. And you?
And you? No, nothing unhinged has ever happened in one of my episodes. No. Definitely. All right, so we have some stories that have confessions in them. And our first one is a very interesting one, so stick with me on this one. I'm not going to go to the weekend. Okay, here we go. This comes from @weather. So the post is actually a question, and the comment is an answer. This was posted back in 2012. This is an old one. It's a 14-year-old post.
Okay, so it was like, am I the asshole for party rocking?
Yeah. Okay. They write, what's the secret that could literally ruin your life if it came out? Someone commented, I run a cake business. I charge people hundreds for wedding cakes. Every last one is made using Pillsbury cake mix I buy for $1 a box at Walmart. I suck at baking. Every time I've ever tried to make a cake from scratch, it sucks. But baking is like my whole deal. My friends all call me the cake girl. It's like my whole life is a lie. People compliment my cakes all the time, telling me how delicious they are, telling me it's so much better than box mix cake, telling me they should never bake a cake so delicious. Well, guess what? For $1, they too can make a cake just as delicious. Just add oil or sugar. In my defense, I love cake decorating. I make all of the frostings and carvings to stretch. I just hate baking cakes. I base my prices mostly on the decoration of the cake and not on the cake itself, if that makes sense. Still, no one knows about this except my husband. Even my best friends think I can slave over the oven mixing and baking these damn cakes. I have been doing this for years. If anyone knew my business and reputation would be in the toilet for sure. I keep telling myself I have to learn how to make the damn cakes without the box mixes, but I never do it. I feel like such a sham sometimes.
Whoa, it is raging. Look, I can't believe myself.
My friends call me cake girl.
And they're like, why are you angry? They don't even know the truth. Maybe I'm off for this, but I don't really see much of an issue.
You don't think it's a big deal? And I actually kind of agree with him.
Okay, I think like you still have to be good at baking to get it right. And also, they're making all the fondant and other stuff from scratch. Like,
and a cake mix, honestly, that's the easiest part. It is the easiest part. It's just like the eggs, the flour, twisting it, and all that stuff.
I don't know enough about baking.
It's
so
just the
I've never
simple
baked.
measurement of like, okay, the butter has to be like the right temp and all that stuff. Well, they already did it for them.
Is there a Pillsbury wedding cake mix though? Isn't wedding cake a very specific type of flavor?
No.
I thought wedding cake has like a no.
Wedding cake can be whatever you want.
I know it's whatever I want, but like the traditional wedding cake. So it's the white cake. Yeah, but I thought like maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. What do you think is
My mom has always said her favorite type of cake is wedding cake. But she said like there's an almond type of like. That was it. I understand like yes, I understand.
Could be right.
I think like traditional.
Yeah.
Like I understand people can do whatever they want, but I think someone like my mom, who's an aficionado of wedding cake, is like,
She find her.
yeah, someone might fuck.
Right? Sounds like she's doing a bunch of fondant and like decor on it, so we probably wouldn't even be able to taste it.
And yeah, someone like me would not fuck it because give me a cake, I'm like, look, I mean, I'm eating it so fast.
Please do not slam any more cake. I would not want to be there to witness it.
If you're gonna look the way it's going like Batman, it's just in my mouth. Anyway,
I think the Pillsbury company figured it out. You know, they put millions of dollars in R&D in that box cake just right. And I don't think there's anything wrong with this. Take a little shortcut. I'm sure all my professional bakers at home selling out stuff. I'm sure it's a lot of work to.
It is a lot of work because the temperatures are everything. Baking is really hard. You cannot mess around with baking. You have to be very specific about the ingredients. But she does all of her own fondant. That is just extremely difficult.
I would agree with like. I mean, I'm not a baker, but I also want to know how much she's charging. Because if she says
$600.
She says what they're paying for is for the decoration and all that stuff. Yeah. But I'm like, if this is far cheaper than all her competitors, then I'm like, yeah, then you're. But also in your business, are you saying that you're baking this from scratch? Are you lying? Of course. Then you're liable. Like that is, you can see.
I think she probably is.
I mean, I don't know how many people are like questioning the wedding cake maker. Like,
So that's what I'm 6 months from just £38 a month.
Yep.
And I get free teeth whitening.
Yep.
And 2 free sets of retainers.
Yep, that's true.
And if I wear my retainers, my teeth won't move back.
Yep.
So what's the catch? Go the next one. I try a line of treatment for 4 months, do the whitening for 2 weeks, and then my retainer won't be up. Okay, so how do I get started?
Okay, so just as a free online consultation, it is a 35-minute video call. We'll talk to a specialist and then we'll just speak.
What is this healthy coffee and why are people obsessed with it? I'm Dr. Ruthie, Director and Chief Science Officer at Excel Healthy Coffee. Here's why it's so much better regularly.
is it made from scratch? I think they're probably looking at the photos, and I think like wedding cake is more of like a statement piece.
I agree.
Like there was an incident at our that sounds wrong. We threw this big 20-year anniversary party at the end of the year, and we had a giant donut cake made, which I think actually YouTube brought for us.
Whoa!
Yeah, we did not know that it was a cake. We all thought it was decoration, and nobody ate it. Nobody cut into it. We did not know it was a cake.
No!
It was a giant pink frosted sprinkled donut.
Why didn't I get to that table? I didn't even get to that table. Did you?
No.
No, I was talking.
It was sitting
too
there.
many
It was sitting there next to all the desserts.
Wait.
It was like the churros.
I each had like a slice of
and
cake.
like the little treats.
There's probably other cakes there. I think there was a lot of stuff.
There was a bunch of stuff, and the donut was sitting right there.
Wait, that's so sad.
And this is like a 2 foot by 2 foot.
It was a big old donut.
Like 1 foot high, maybe 2 feet high, kind of like.
Someone take it home?
Well, I guess they gave it out to the staff.
Hell yeah!
Oh, good.
As long as someone had it.
But yeah, nobody knew that it was actually cake, and nobody ever cut into it.
Is it cake? I would eat that. That's also the problem is we live in an era where anything can be cake. That's so true. It can be very confusing.
Mike, bring in Mikey Day and let's do some cake right now.
Hold on. Is this cake? Is this cake?
Try
is this
it.
microphone cake?
Try it.
I think obviously what we're talking about is the principle of this story, and like it's the principle of it of like you can't lie and have your whole business model based on a lie. Like I understand you're decorating them, you just be forthright of like it's Pillsbury cake, but I decorate the out of it and make it look amazing. If someone's throwing a wedding, it's actually a very smart business model, I think, because everything wedding wise is so expensive. Yeah, that it's like, hey, I can decorate and make a cake look amazing. It's Pillsbury cake, but I will give you at a discounted price, so you get to the aesthetic, and it's going to be a delicious cake still.